up our WooCommerce. We'll start with setting up our WooCommerce. And I'm going into WooCommerce right now to set up our WooCommerce. So what you just do here is you just put in your business details, how many countries you sell to, and a whole lot of others. Your currency. Now, then your product. These are not the scope of this course, but I'm just running you through them because you need to set up your store in such a way that it's easy for Google to crawl. What we call them is crawl. Then they can index it. They need to discover your pages, then they crawl it, then they index it. So you change your store to homepage, change it to homepage, on shop to homepage. You don't even need that. Okay, I'm coming. I'm not created the homepage yet, so that's why it's not showing. But you're going to change to homepage. Then placeholder image 6. All these are not very, very important to my course, to the scope of this course. Site visibility. So can see here that it's showing stock coming. Yeah, I can leave it stock coming. Then I can just say live, can change it to live, whatever. Just the idea here is to set up your store. Now, if you want to add products, you can add product here, add new product, and you add new product. We'll come to this part in the next module. Now let's set up other plugins. So let's go on to set up our site. This is very important. So this is where I'll go to dashboard. Can you see? I'll go here. Now follow me, just follow me judiciously. So I want to set up, connect Google Analytics for your setup. Yeah, connect. Check it and sign in with Google. I'll sign into my Google Search Console. I'll pick my email, the email I want to use, and I'll continue. Select all, just select all. So I'll come down and choose. Now verify. And I verified it. So what I did was simply I went to Google search.google.com and /search console. So what I did was I just went there, put in the URL, copy the URL of copy the URL like this, and I placed it on the left hand side, and this was what it showed me. So I can go to my property now. Now this will show me how it will show me how my website is performing in search results. Performance on search results, you can see it here. The search impressions, the position, click-through rate, and all of that, top query strings, and a whole lot of other things. So we're going to do, as you can see here, it says I'm a verified owner already. Now turn on metrics. I turn it on, I allow. Now, next, set up Google Analytics. And that's it. We're on the dashboard already. Everything is set up already for this particular website. So I want to create an account. They are just simple processes. Just follow the steps. Just exactly click continue. You're not pressing any of that thing. Just it's a straightforward process. Now, what is Google Analytics? Google Analytics shows us, so Google Search Console shows us how our website is performing in search results. Are we ranking? Are we not ranking? And things like that. But what now I want to select country. To use, you must first accept the terms for your country and region. So I want to accept Nigeria. Now, but Google Analytics, what it does is that it shows you the performance of your website when people land on your website, when people are on your website. You will see, okay, are they buying? Are they not buying? Where are they dropping off? Are they angry and leaving the site? Not really angry, but you see that there's a large drop off, then you fix that area. So that's the essence of Google Analytics. So we just accept all their policies. We can't read them all. Accept. If you want them to give you technical support, you can accept. If you want Google to reach out to you, accept. to go to my dashboard. And that's just it. Just step by step by step. Just follow the process which I've walked you through, and you'll be able to get it done. Now, this is it. So you can see now, we'll come back to this in the last module of the course. But first of all, let's go over to, let's set up, what I call it is, we have to set up our Google Merchant Center. Now, because this is an e-commerce store, like when you search for, let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. When you make searches like for products, when people make searches for products, there's a shop, yeah, something like this. Something like this. But these are all sponsored though. But the second line, sometimes Google shows up the second line. That is the shopping center. So your product is going to show up like this. So all you have to do is you have to set it up on that page. That's where I'm setting it up now. So that's what we're doing right now. We have to set it up right here. Now connect WooCommerce, sell more on Google. You just tap this, you have to tap that button there. Just work with me. It's a very simple process. After the setup, we'll go into optimization proper. Okay, so we'll set up our rank math SEO right now. Connect account. And let's connect it to Google. Now, I'd advise you to use the same email you use for setting up your Google Search Console with sitemap, with site by. Okay, I already have an account with rank math, so most likely to ask you to set up an account with them. It's just simple. So this is the part that gets interesting. So what you do here is just click advanced. Don't click custom. Don't click easy. Just stay on advanced. Now startup wizard. Click on startup wizard. Now web shop organization. Now if for example you serve only a limited area, you can choose local business. But if not, leave it as organization. Now your name of your site, alternative name. Just set, then add the logo of your website. If you already added the logo of your website previously during the design, it just automatically appear here. Then go to, you can add an image, automatic share image. As when you're sharing your site, what the image to carry along. Connect Google services. We're already connected this, but let's just ensure that everything's working fine. Yes. So let's wait for it to load. Now, sites. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, it's up here. It's up here. Everything is up here. Yeah, yeah. And this is the reason why I installed site by Google first of all, the plugin site by Google first of all. Now, this is very important. Now, this place is where I want to bring your attention to. Now, for your sitemap, XML sitemap. Now, if you turn this off, what happens there if you turn this off is that Google will not understand what your site is. So this XML sitemap tells Google that these are the pages that are on your website. So you must leave it on. Now, do you want to include images? Yes, I would advise to include images. Now leave post on, leave all of them on. Just leave all those places there. If you want to add a product category, categories, brand categories, you want to create, you can add that like brand category. For example, if you are selling different type of soaps, bathing soap, and you want to create like you want to create site map, you want to create a different page for Ever soap, soy soap, the toy soap. So it will do that for you here. Or just leave it open, leave it like that. Because most of the site that you have are small sites. So your site is ready. This is not important. Just skip this. Turn this on. You should monitor if your website is returning 404 error. A lot of 404 error. Turn it on. Turn this on as well. Turn on redirects. And let's save and continue. Now, what are the schema types? No, we have schema types. Schema type for post. Yeah, article is good. Yeah, for pages, article is fine. Article type, article is now schema type for products, very important products. And let's continue. I think this is the last step. You want to set up other plugins. So that's it. Now, if you want to set up other information, you can come somewhere here. Maybe you want to tweak some things. You can come somewhere here, click um a whole lot of other things. Now, very important. If, for example, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this place where in the last we were talking about local SEO. When we were discussing local SEO, we'll come back to local SEO here and tap here and fix it up. Fix it up. But for now, let us focus on the primary information. So all these were already set up previously. So let's see if everything is set up properly. Now, robust meta, good. It's good to index it because if it doesn't index your website, okay. Now let's go to the next one. Social meta. Now include your URL, the URL of your Facebook page. Yeah. Who owns it? Like who was the one that created it? You add it here. You just keep all of this, keep all of this, keep all of this. You can add your Twitter username. Then save changes. Now the next one is homepage. Let's see if we're making any change here. Clear this out. So what I usually do is this: I just put let me say Vaslaco Smart Gadgets Store, something like this. Now, what it does is that giving your homepage a title tag. So what you do when you're optimizing when you are building your website or when you're optimizing it, you go there and change it to something better. But what happens, we just put this as a placeholder just in case there's any page I will forget. So who understands that this page is still for Vaslaco Smart Gadget Store or Emeku's Charger Store. So we put in the meta description. We'll discuss all of this in the next video. So you put in your meta description. I'll tell you how to generate meta description, how to write it manually, and how to generate it with AI tools. Very simple. Now, turn on homepage meta. No, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. Now, post formats. Now, the same thing here. The same thing here for the title. The same thing for the description. So archive is like a type of like the design of a page that you'll be using multiple times. Like for example, you cannot design every blog post. You cannot design the layout for every blog post. Well, you have to design what we call an archive layout. So every blog post you post, it takes that from the layout that you already designed. So this archive title now gives all of them a generic one, but we'll have to be including our specific title tags for all of them. So this one you can change it to something generic. Then later for each of them you optimize it. Now let's move on to authors. Authors. All these are many of these are known. Let's go to products. This is the most important one. Same thing here. Put an overview. Now, what he's doing here is space. This percentage is space title. Title is like what's the title of the page, then space, separator. Like for example, hyphen. You see separator when we're optimizing our product page, then site name, and just like that, as simple as that. So, what's the title of this page? Is a shop. The name of the website space, like this separator. Like I said, just hyphen. Then and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. So this is all we'll do for all of them. Now let's go on to other products. Let's go on to other plugins and set up other plugins. So let's set up our security of our website. Now let me show you the importance of this security. Now if you look at here, you can see up here, not secured. Now if you couldn't buy an SSL certificate for your website, it's important. Or even if you are bought, it's also important because sometimes you may include videos on your website or pictures that may show not secured. So it's important to secure your site. Now how do you do this? Use a plugin called really simple. It's really simple security. As the name implies, it's really simple to set it up. All you have to do here is simply come, go to your plugins, scroll down to where you can find it, and click on it. Now it shows up here. Now while it shows up here, I'll have to activate SSL here. Now let me load this up. After that, when it loads up on its own, then we'll activate the SSL. So what I do here is activate SSL. It's fetching. There's no need to set that, or except you have a hosting provider. So I enable. No, I don't want this. I don't want this. Click on enable. Finish. And that's just it. to load on its own now. You couldn't set firewall because it's not a paid plan. Now let's go and set up our smoosh. Now you can use Imagify here. I use Imagify sometimes. Sometimes I use Smoosh, depending. Now Smoosh has limited plan. I think no Imagify has limited plan, so I use Smoosh when I'm dealing with a site that has um, large volume. Sorry, go back. Now sometimes you can compress the full image of this full size of this image. Sometimes you may not need it to be compressed. That is if you're going to be uploading an image that is very extremely big, but you want it to be at a very good size, then you have to compress it. So not just leave it open. Yeah, enable lazy loading is very, very important. And that's it. It's set up already now. So when you upload images, it will optimize the images for search for you automatically. So I think that okay, lazy load. Let's see.